good, has such quick feet. And then when he gets outside, if you make him run, he will. And a good job there picking up some extra yards.
They need to get the play off.
Only 35 yards to the end zone.
Going to be a penalty here.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out. Here's the group that perhaps has the game's biggest assignment, the offensive line.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
Second and long. And now here's the toss. That's a gain of 6.
Holding, offense.
Third down after the penalty. Takes it on the counter.
The Panthers know what a situation they were in right there, and it was a tough one. Third and long, what are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
The Panthers have it at the 39. And it's knocked down. At quarterback, one of the most dominant players to ever play the position, and he's been in the league since 1998, Peyton Manning.
We all know Peyton Manning, 6'6". He can play tall and he can make the throws, but what gets lost is the fact that he can shuffle those feet around and get himself some extra time.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 39. Peyton Manning looking down the field.
Peyton Manning throws it deep down the field for a completion. We talk about all of his precision throwing underneath, but if you force him to, he'll take it down the field and get some big yards on you.
First down here. Anderson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. And it's batted down. Here's a look at the offense. And watch out today for Demaryius Thomas, who is tremendous after the catch.
Well, we have this phrase that we say, and we mean it adoringly. Demaryius Thomas is a beast. Absolutely on the outside. He can run by you. He can run around you. He can fake you out. He just has everything you want in a wide receiver.
Coming to the line at the 27.
Second and 10. Ball is out.
Oh, they cough up the foot on his way.
The 30, the 20, the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out on the field and making it happen.
The Panthers now will tack on the extra point. Extra point was good. The Panthers now getting ready to kick it away. Bolden's going to run this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense had a golden opportunity the last time they were on the field. A promising drive that came up empty after they fumbled the football away. Let's see how they reacted it this time.
Yeah, I think they're going to react well to it, Jim. Listen, you know, the bad is, of course, they fumbled. But the good is the plays they made, the feeling they got when they're out there on the field. They had to feel like they were dominant, so just overcome the fact that they fumbled and get down there this time and score.
Star Lotulelei brings this team unbelievable energy.
Well, he's a defensive lineman where you just can't look at his stats because they lie. His numbers might not be big, but his presence is felt on the field because he occupies a couple blockers and frees up some of his defensive lineman teammates.
It's a two-tight end formation. Second down and 8. Could have been intercepted. This is third down. Down the field. Nice catch. He's in the clear. And in for the touchdown. And it looks like we'll be going into quarter number 2 with a tie game on our hands, partner.
Yeah, a tie game going into the second quarter. It looks like it's going to be an exciting day. And listen, that's what we always love up here, isn't it? We love exciting games that stay close, and this one has the looks of that.
Green's over on the sidelines, probably still getting some praise for that last drive. He had over 70 yards receiving on that scoring drive. Steps up and fields it at the 2. And the flag is down.
Holding, receiving team.
First down at the 16. Charging ahead. And pick up about 4. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. Tosses the football.
You're running back in this league and you pick up 1st downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
1st down here after the run. The Broncos set at the line. Dime package. And here's the toss. Ward's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Panthers running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
The 1st quarter has come to an end, and we've been treated to a great old-school defensive battle. We'll be back after this. Back here, ready to start the 2nd quarter, and a key now is going to be which offense is able to break through first, Phil.
I don't know if these offenses can break through, Jim. I think we might end up seeing scoring on the defensive side before we see it on the offensive side. It's been tough sledding for these offensive players.
And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. Jonathan Stewart with the catch. Breaks free.
The Panthers do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes 3rd down much easier.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. Trying to beat the play clock. Looking across the middle has Olsen. And now we'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
There are so many players down in the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass, it just makes it look so easy.
1st down at the 46. Takes the hit, throws. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Second down and 10. Flip to the outside. Taking off. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a 1st down. That's nice.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 35. Where's the one who made the big stop?
The Broncos guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Set up now at the 37. Second and 12. Catch made. Talib's there to make the stop. This play set up by the long gainer. Jonathan Stewart with the football. Ward that time in on the tackle. What a drive this has been. Second and goal from the 2. Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown. And we're halfway through the second quarter, and with the touchdown trip, they are now in front of this ball game.
And this game's flying along. We've seen some good play, but that drive right there was not a good job by the defensive front. They were all over the place and allowed the offense to execute some plays and take the lead.
The Panthers with an extra point try on the way. It's good. Newton certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Caldwell's got a chance for a return. And that return ends rather quietly, short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. Caldwell still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment. The Broncos will look to get set. It's been a close game so far. The score's 14-7. First down at the 16. Going for the home run, but they can't connect.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Double tight end formation. Manning uncorks the intercepted. Tackles made.
Kuechly is able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Panthers offense taking the field. Again, they got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Cotchery is going to pull in the bullet pass. That's his first reception today.
I think the best thing Cam Newton does, play-action passes, because on play-action, you get that little bit of extra time, and he uses it well. Very accurate throwing the football.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. And welcome back, where we've got an offense on that field that wants to try and increase the lead before we move to halftime. Now inside the 10 and at the 9. First and goal from the 9. He's hit as he throws it.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
Only 9 yards to go.
Second and goal from the 9. Toss to the outside. Touchdown, Carolina Panthers. Stewart's second touchdown of the game.
Oh, man, the defense is going to be mad about this. They were thinking run. They had the defense called. It was right, but they're not able to stop the surge by the offensive line, and they let the running back get in there for the TD.
The Panthers for the extra point. Makes the PAT. The Panthers are ready to kick it away. Caldwell's running this one out. Coleman's there that time for the tackle. That return's good for about 19. Anderson's ready to take the field again in what's been a subpar first-half performance so far, Phil.
Yeah, listen, he's ready to get some yards. I know that. He needs some positive plays to give him self-confidence. Even running backs, just like quarterbacks, they need some positive feedback to take advantage of that and really get moving.
Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Wants to go deep. Tough catch. A foot race to the end zone. The 20, the 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. And that touchdown should restore quite a bit of their confidence. They're not too far off the lead now.
Well, they're a confident team usually, but the way they were playing today, you could tell they were down in the dumps, not showing much emotion, but that has changed around. They are excited and ready to play.
The Broncos for the point after. The point after is good. The Panthers now holding on to a diminishing lead as they'll get the football back here. Scores 21-14. And this is Ginn running it out.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
The Panthers head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work.
Brought down by Ware. Second down after that pass play.
Jim, a good decision here by the coaches to go into hurry-up offense right before halftime. You want to get as many plays off as you can before the halftime whistle blows.
Ward that time in on the tackle.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
The line of scrimmage, the 36.
There is a flag out.
Delayed game, offense. Still third down.
Third down after the penalty.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. Snatches it with one hand.
What must it be like to be able to go down there and make a play like that? How about it? One-handed catch. That was special.
This will be the last play before halftime. We've reached the intermission, and soon we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley, who's going to break down all the first half highlights as we send it to Orlando in a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Panthers want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Broncos know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Third down from the 28. Manning's got his mark on the deep ball, and a quick three-play drive ends with a score. We're tied back up at 7.
Caldwell's going to test the coverage this time. And he's going to be taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15. The Broncos talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
No one's going to get him now. Going to take it home for the touchdown. They had to come out and erase any deficit as quickly as they could, Phil. And that touchdown here in the third has certainly done that.
They did it. They erased that deficit. They tied this game up. And what they have done, they put all the pressure on the other team's offense now.
Got a tie game here now, and what's been a good one so far. The score's 21-21. He'll have a chance to take off. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Panthers take it from the 23. Newton's off the mark there. Incomplete.
That's a nice route that time by the receiver, running the corner route, and the quarterback just throws it too far and misses it.
Second down coming up. Toss play. It's wide open. And that's a gain of 10. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground. They're able to move the chains after that last run. No time to huddle now. Olsen's got it. Going to take it the distance. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. And they look really sharp here in the early part of the second half with that touchdown that gives them the lead.
Yeah, you go in at halftime, you get you a cold drink, you get a little rest, and you can change your frame of mind, and we saw that. What an impressive drive by the offense.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Bolden's going to test the coverage here. Bolden's tackled down at the 17. And a run back of about 19. The Broncos will try to continue this scoring onslaught as a shootout has developed on both sides of the field.
I have a little advice for the offensive coordinator. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep the pedal to the metal. Your players are playing great, and let them keep rolling.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. Launches it down the field, and there's a great catch.
On his way.
The 10. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. That touchdown ties the game here in the early stages of the second half, Phil.
What a job. Way to come out in the second half, early in the third quarter, and just getting it done. Man, that makes you feel good, and I know the coaches are pumped up about that.
The Broncos now with the extra point to tie the game. The point after try is in the books. Now ready to kick it off as we have a tie game here. Scores 28-28. And this is Ginn running it out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. You look at the numbers again, and really both these tight ends have looked fantastic.
Well, coming in today's game, Jim, I thought these were two really solid tight ends. I'm not sure anymore. They are working their way up the ladder. They're potential superstars.
The Panthers have it at the 24. And here's the throw. Cam Newton throws it down the field.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The Panthers have it at the 24. Harris is in on the tackle. The Panthers rely on their passing game to lead them, and today it has. Newton's really been locked in today.
Their passing game has absolutely kept them in this football game. That's why they're tied, and and at this point, they have the hope the quarterback is going to lead them to victory.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
The Panthers call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go. The Panthers will take the snap from the 45. Greg Olsen has the catch. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. The Panthers have been able to count on their tight end today. Olsen's not only made catches, but created big plays for this offense.
It just doesn't seem that it was that long ago when we looked at tight ends as just guys that can block for the run game. But now it's more important to be a receiving tight end in the NFL than it is anything else. And this guy can absolutely catch the football.
Ball is out, and the defense has it. In a game that's been dominated by the offenses for 2.5 quarters. Now a big defensive play, a fumble recovery could turn things around, Phil.
It'll be interesting to see if it can. These offenses have been so hot out here in this game today. I don't know if that one play is going to slow them down.
The Panthers defense lined up going with the 46 defense. Down the field. Wow, what a catch. That's reception. Number 7 for him. Green's been the go-to tight end today, Phil, and really getting it done.
Yeah, if you want a great passing offense, you need a tight end who can really force the defense to cover him underneath and especially deep down the field. This tight end can do it all.
Very nearly intercepted. Seeing these stats, Phil, you really look at them and have to go, wow, because both teams are just playing so well on the offensive side of the ball.
I know that's what the fans are doing. They love these type of games. High scoring, lot of action. They're having a good time. I know this. The defense, it's the other way around. They are having an awful time.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 25. Got the completion.
Another name for the fly route, the go route, it's a streak. And that means they want you to be a blue streak, run as fast as you can, get by that defense, and make a big play. Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
2nd and goal at the 2. Run. He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty. After the penalty, it's 2nd down and 12. The Broncos will use a timeout here early in the 2nd half. Offense ready to play. after calling a timeout.
Set up now at the 12-yard line. The Panthers packing the box here. 46 formation. Almost intercepted.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and go. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage at the 12.
Third and 12 to go. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
Big decision for the coach this time, Jim. You failed on third and go. What do? You go for it? I say you call the play and you try to put up 7 points.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
The Panthers will blow another timeout now, leaving them with just one for the rest of the game.
After that defensive timeout, we're ready for action. The coach is going to go for it. Two tight ends on the field here. Broncos turn the ball over on downs.
What a gutsy play by the defense. Here they were challenged on a 4th down situation, and they hold them. It could be a huge momentum swing as we head to the final quarter.
I like what you said. Gutsy play by the defense. And what's the word that I want to use on the offensive side going forward on 4th down? Let's see. The word is stupid. That's what it is. Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And incomplete as Olsen can't hold on.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Second and 10. Danny Trevathan gets to the quarterback.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
The Panthers get set at the line, needing to get to the 22 for a first. That's a gain of 6. And you know, Phil, with this third quarter winding down, how important a third down stop might that wind up being?
Oh, I think it's going to be huge, Jim. You know, here we come to the end of the game. The pressure is coming on, and that stop might put some pressure on the offense.
Going for it on 4th down.
And now Newton's going to take off. Feeling the heat. On target. He's in the clear. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown. We're heading to the
fourth, and partner, they look to have seized command of this game with that touchdown.
Oh, I think they have. They have seized command, Jim. They've put the pressure on the other coaching staff and the players. This is a great spot to be in.
He made it. Newton's resting on the sidelines as his defense will be coming out momentarily. He simply picked apart the secondary on that last scoring drive. Caldwell's going to run this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Panthers defense, what a fourth down stop that was on the last series.
Oh, man, it was a really good stop. It was a great call from the defensive coordinator, and the defense took advantage of that call and stopped them on fourth down.
The Broncos take it from the 23. Finds his mark. Green's taken down at the 46. Ninth catch today so far. We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. 1st and 10. Looking long. That ball should have been picked, but instead it's knocked away incomplete. Welcome back to a wild one here. Coming up, 2nd down. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Going deep. And intercepted. Well, we were due for one of these after all the fireworks we had seen offensively. A great defensive play here early in the 4th quarter.
I'm so surprised it took so long. They got good players on the defensive side, but, hey, they finally got their act together, and they stopped that offense with that interception.
In a close game where two iconic quarterbacks are playing tremendous football, you have to think we're headed to a fun finish.
Well, what we're watching is two great throwers of the football, and they are in rhythm, and they are on target today, so it's awesome to watch. And usually in close games like this, Jim, when it comes down to the end, somebody makes that mistake to lose the football game.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
20.
Dropping back 3. Launching it deep. Makes the play one-handed.
The Panthers offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the 2nd half. Keep getting those 1st downs and eat that clock up.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
A timeout charge to the offense. First down at the 34. And he's taken down. Getting set as fast as they can. The Panthers take it from the 28. Newton's down. Too much pressure, and he's brought down again.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Loss of 5 on the play. Can they overcome the sack? 3rd down on the way. The Panthers will set up. The 44 is the 1st down line. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, it's been a day where we've never even really seen the punters in action. And let's introduce them for the first time.
I don't think I've said this too many times in my career broadcasting for quite a few years, that I was getting tired of seeing the offense have success. So that was a nice job by the defense that time.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. The Panthers turn the ball over on downs.
When you're winning the game in the second half and you go for it on fourth down and you come up short, I'm telling you what, if you lose this football game, there is going to be a lot of second guessing going on. That was a big gamble, and it didn't pay off.
Looking at this comparison, Phil, it's fun to see these two quarterbacks going head-to-head in a tightly contested game.
Yeah, so well played on the offensive side by both teams. The quarterbacks, they've been very sharp. They're on target with the football, and their offensive lines are playing very well.
Real good field position here to start this series. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
For the deep ball. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
And quarterbacks love to throw the football high and far down the field. That time the quarterback doesn't do that, and he underthrows the receiver.
Second down and 10.
Airing it out. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Pass rushers, defensive players, they love situations like this, don't they? They got a little lead there. It's in the second half, and it's third and long. You are expecting pass, so you can just let it go and try to get after the quarterback.
Almost intercepted.
The Broncos put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on third and long, and they were ready for it.
Fourth down and 10, and they're going to go for it. Manning's lined up. Two tight ends set. He'll throw it over the middle. And it's swatted away.
Hard to understand why the coach would go for it here on fourth and long. We got a close game. Just too early to try something like that, and it backfired.
In the build-up to this game, we didn't talk much about the matchup at tight end, but it's been a good one, Phil.
It has been good. I know the defenses really didn't focus on the tight end when this game was starting, but I know this, they better change their focus and start looking at it.
The Panthers will come to the line. Still a very close game here in the fourth quarter. The score's 35-28. Stewart lined up as the single back. First down at the 21. Dixon's there. A foot race to the end zone. The 30, the 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. That might have provided them with all the cushion they need to close this one out, Phil.
I think it did, Jim. This cushion is so big, if you and I were on the defensive side, I think we'd still be safe. That's how big it's gotten and how dominant a performance this has been by the team today.
The Panthers ready to kick it away. Caldwell's got it. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Broncos offense has been nowhere in sight here for quite a while. 3 consecutive drives that have come away empty. What about it, Phil?
That is the old phrase, MIA. They are definitely missing in action because there's no action on the offensive side. It's time for the quarterback to call the right plays and help his team out and get this thing moving.
Looking long. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Knocked down as he fires it.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just great.
Throws the pass. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
The Broncos really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. They bring in the extra tight end. Looking across the middle, makes the reception.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
Manning's completion percentage, 40% on the day. They'll set up now at midfield. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Should have had it.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Anderson's lined up as the single back. Kuechly gets to the quarterback. Third down now. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Welcome back. Coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. The Panthers load up the box, going with the 46 defense. Heaving it down the field. The ball is knocked out.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The coach is going to go for it. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. Green's got it on a pass. Had some heat on it. The Broncos still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Manning's tried to keep his team in it any way he can.
Well, a couple things, Jim. You can't blame the quarterback because they're trailing. He has been outstanding here today. The offensive line, the play calling, all good.
Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
And they'll get to him again for the sack. 3rd down coming up. Needing a first at this point. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Green's got it on a pass that had some heat.
The Broncos put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. The Panthers out now in a 4-6 formation. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight. Man-to-man coverage.
Huge third and long coming up, and they're certainly in 4-down territory as well. The Panthers defense packs it in now, going with the 46. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
That was excellent man-to-man coverage that time. When you want to shut down a receiver, really the only way to do it is to man up and play him one-on-one.
4th down and 10, and they're going to go for it. Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. The Broncos turn the ball over on downs.
That was a really big hit on that receiver. I promise you, that receiver never thought that guy could hit that hard.
The Panthers offense comes out for what is in essence just a kneel down or two to make this one official. And Phil, what a sweet moment it is for that bunch of players right there.
Oh yeah, a lot of smiles on the offensive side as you walk out on the field, and it's just, you think about it this way. A tough week of work, all the preparation and the practice, and you came through and got it done and enjoyed the moment. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
That's Newton over to Olsen for the catch. That's his 6th catch of the day. Going to go to the hurry up with under a minute to play. Now 1st and 10. Where gets to him for the sack. This is one here where you had to just hold your breath, because just after one touchdown was scored, there would be another one shortly right behind it. A high-scoring affair and a memorable day indeed.
It really was. How exciting, really. Jim, it was just, you said it, one big play after another, but it happened because both of these teams, man, do they have some superstars.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.